Although Elaine Paige's career had been associated with British musical theatre, in 1989 she decided to try something different.
Times have changed, and we've often rewound the clock since the Puritans got a shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock. If today any shocker should try to stem instead of landing on Plymouth Rock would land on them. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use for better words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, looks bad today, black's white today, today's night today, the most night today, the women prize today, just today take a load. And though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes.
I saw Anything Goes in New York and I loved it. It was just so up, such fun, so witty and bright and clever. And I just thought, I have to do this, I have to play this part. Now, I didn't know how I was going to do that. So I thought, well, I don't know if it's going to come to England at all or what. So I thought, well, I don't know, perhaps the only way I can do this to make sure I play this part is to produce it myself. Of course, something that I'd never done before in my life.
Yes, I think Elaine's performance in Anything Goes was quite a revelation because she was basically being funny. She still had to sing some pretty hefty songs, but she proved herself to be a very good, funny actress.
Great learning experience, being a producer and playing in something every night, but not something I would want to repeat.
When Grandmama, whose age is 80, in nightclubs is getting matey with gigolos, anything goes. When mothers pack and leave for father because they decide they'd rather be Dennis Rose, anything goes. If driving fast cars you like, if low bars you like, if old hymns you like, if barrel hymns you like, if May West you like, or me undress you like, nobody will oppose. And every night they're set the smart, said truly he knew this part of the studio. Anything goes.
British people playing American musical comedy roles always keen to be kind of earnest and project and exaggerate every gesture and all the rest of it. And the great thing about Elaine's performance there was she was totally relaxed and at ease in the part. Sad thing is, it makes you realize, you know, 60 years ago, they'd be lining up to write shows for a woman like this, and we don't have those kind of shows anymore.
I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some get a kick from cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, that would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick out of you.
Elaine Paige's next major project with Tim Rice after Evita was the 1986 musical Chess, which was scored by Benny and Bjorn from ABBA.
Nothing is so good it lasts eternally. Perfect situations must go wrong, but this has never yet prevented me
certainly wanted Elaine to be in Chess, and that was the one piece probably I have written with a particular star in mind. Although, quite rightly, and I remember getting quite annoyed at the time, she was very iffy about whether she'd actually do it.
All Tim Rice's ambivalence towards love, which is something that runs through a lot of his lyrics, comes out especially in the Chess songs.
Wasn't it good? Oh, so good. Wasn't he fine? Isn't it madness? He can't be mine. But in the end, he needs a little bit more than me. More security. He needs his fantasy and freedom. I know him so well.
Elaine plays the mistress of a chess player, and by this stage, it's no secret, it was all in the tabloids. She was Tim Rice's mistress.
No one is completely on your side.
The public
And though I'm
identified with the lyrics. A lot of people have obviously been in that situation. They identified with it, and I think that is a great deal to do with its success.
It obviously drew a lot on things I'd gone through, or at least things I'd caused other people to go through.
And although, you know, the characters on stage are called Svetlana and Florence, basically everyone who was following that situation at the time thought that the characters, whatever you might call them, were really Jane Rice and Elaine Paige.
It was a time in my life when I did feel that art was imitating life. I suppose I felt exposed. It's not pleasant, it's horrible.
wasn't it good? Oh, so good. Wasn't he